Hello, this is ChoWorld. Today we will take an overall look at the companies to watch in 2025 as investigated by Bloomberg. This is the first session. Deco is a leading company providing global workforce and recruitment services. Its current market capitalization is $450 million, and the CEO is Dennis Mahol. In 2025, revenue is expected to increase by 2% to $2.5 billion. Although earnings have declined over the past 3 years, electoral clarity, low inflation, and falling interest rates are expected to boost confidence and increase demand for labor. 75% of total revenue is generated through the placement of temporary workers. Stuart Gordon Advanced Info Service is the largest mobile communication service provider in Thailand. Its market capitalization is $2.4 billion, and the CEO is Somchai Lertsudiwong. In 2025, revenue is expected to increase by 3% to $630 million. The Thai telecom is likely to see higher than expected earnings by shifting mobile users, higher-priced packages, and reducing unprofitable low-cost plans. Additionally, roaming revenue is expected to increase due to the growth of Thai tourism. Chris Muckensturm Airbus is a European leading aircraft manufacturing and aerospace technology company. The market capitalization is $12 billion, and the chief executive officer is Guillaume Faury. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach $8 billion, increasing by 10%. Airbus plans to boost revenue and cash flow by increasing production of its best-selling A320. Boeing's difficulties provide an opportunity to strengthen relationships with key suppliers. George Ferguson AstraZeneca is a global pharmaceutical company focused on developing innovative medicines. The market capitalization is $21 billion, and the chief executive officer is Pascal Soriot. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach $5.7 billion, increasing by 8%. In 2025, clinical trial data for new cancer and respiratory therapies are expected to draw attention, highlighting AstraZeneca's potential for sales growth, while slowing growth in China's business and insurance fraud investigations may affect conservative management guidance, global exposure, and a robust new drug pipeline suggest the potential for moderate revenue growth. John Murphy Bank OZK is a regional bank headquartered in Arkansas, USA, primarily focused on mortgage lending. The market capitalization is $560 million, and the chief executive officer is George Gleason. Revenue in 2025 is expected to remain unchanged at $17 million. Easing of interest rates by the Federal Reserve has led to margin compression and slower loan growth. Most of Bank OZK's loans are tied to variable interest rates, making them likely to be repriced when rates decline. Its cost structure, reliant on fixed-rate deposit instruments, may lead to higher expenses. Herman Chan Broadcom is a global leader in semiconductors and infrastructure software. The market capitalization is $77.7 billion, and the chief executive officer is Hock Tan. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach $6.2 billion, increasing by 16%. Broadcom, offering a unique combination of advanced semiconductors and infrastructure software, is one of the major suppliers of semiconductors used in advanced networks, connecting AI computers, data centers. It is also growing its business selling custom AI chips to Google and Meta platforms. Kunjen Sofani Cadence Design is a leading provider of semiconductor design and analysis software. The market capitalization is $8.5 billion, and the chief executive officer is Anirudh Began. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach $530 million, increasing by 30%. Cadence, which provides the software and hardware used by semiconductor manufacturers to design and analyze chips, is expected to increase revenue through high-price sales of AI-enabled tools. It currently sells its product lineup to 19 major semiconductor companies and is receiving initial orders from major players like Nvidia and Samsung Electronics for its latest tools released in Neeraj Patel. China Hongqiao is China's largest aluminum producer supplying aluminum products to the global market. The market capitalization is USD 1.4 billion, and the chief executive officer is Zhang Bo. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach USD 2.1 billion, increasing by 3%. The cost of alumina, a key raw material for aluminum, is expected to decline as new supply sources come online. China's economic stimulus and push for green infrastructure will support demand for metals that can be relatively easily recycled. Hongqiao is also diversifying into the Guinea project, which holds the world's largest and highest-grade iron ore deposits. Michelle Loan. CIC Securities is China's largest comprehensive securities firm offering a wide range of financial services. The market capitalization is USD 5.7 billion, and the chief executive officer is Zhang Yujun. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach USD 1 billion, increasing by 14%. China's largest securities firm is expected to see increased profits due to Beijing's drive for greater stock market liquidity, and it may be one of the 2 or 3 companies allowed by regulators to expand overseas. CIC Securities Hong Kong subsidiary CLSA is expected to see accelerating demand for overseas asset management products through multiple regulatory approval systems. An increase in IPOs on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange is also anticipated. Sharni Wang. Colgate is a global manufacturer of household and personal hygiene products. The market capitalization is USD 7.8 billion, and the chief executive officer is Noel Wallace. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach USD 2.1 billion, increasing by 3%. Colgate, a manufacturer of toothpaste and other consumer goods, is finding it increasingly difficult to meet the growth targets set by management. Despite strong results reported in early 2024, a sharp decline in North American sales in the third quarter negatively impacts the outlook for 2025. The current downward trend offsets the long-term expansion opportunity of Hill's premium pet food, which currently accounts for only 5% of the company's target market in the U.S. Diana Gomes. Emerson Electric is a global industrial company that provides electrical and automation solutions. The market capitalization is USD 7.6 billion, and the chief executive officer is Lal Karsan Bai. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach USD 1.8 billion, increasing by 5%. By completing the acquisition of Aspen Tech, Emerson has enhanced its industrial automation software offerings and can reduce costs. The 3%-5% total revenue growth guidance for 2025 seems overly conservative, and there is potential upside from increased spending on factories and infrastructure projects in the U.S. A potential divestiture of Emerson's tools business could support larger share buybacks. Karen Ubelhart and Mustafa Okur. Essex Property is a California-based real estate REIT that manages apartments and commercial properties. The market capitalization is USD 2 billion, and the chief executive officer is Angela Kleiman. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach USD 1880 million, increasing by 4%. The California real estate REIT's apartment assets are expected to generate revenues exceeding analysts' and investors' expectations due to rent growth. Essex's West Coast markets will likely outperform Sun Belt growth through 2025 due to tight housing supply and solid demand. Jeff Langbaum. Este Lauder is a global manufacturer of cosmetics and skincare products. The market capitalization is USD 2.6 billion, and the chief executive officer is Stéphane de la Favre. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach USD 1.5 billion, increasing by 5%. Este Lauder's plan to reunite profitability is being delayed. With the new CEO Stéphane de la Faverie taking office in January, more aggressive actions could push restructuring costs above the USD 500. A lack of competitiveness in subsidiary brands like Mac and Too Faced, combined with an over-reliance on problematic Asian duty-free channels for Este Lauder and La Mer, lines will constrain sales. Deborah Aiken. Fox is a global media and entertainment company providing broadcasting and streaming services. The market capitalization is USD 2 billion, and the chief executive officer is Lachlan Murdoch. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach USD 1.5 billion, increasing by 3%. Although streaming threatens traditional broadcast TV, Fox is expected to generate USD 3.5 billion in operating profit by the end of June. The strong combination of news and live sports channels firmly anchors the company in the core areas of traditional TV, with political advertising, Super Bowl promotions, and solid Fox News viewership providing advantages. Keith Ranganathan. HSBC is a global financial services company providing a wide range of banking and asset management services. The market capitalization is USD 16.7 billion, and the chief executive officer is Georges Elhidry. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach USD 6.5 billion, decreasing by 2%. If HSBC's new CEO successfully executes the planned restructuring efforts, pre-tax profits in could be about USD 2.4 billion, higher than expected, improving the outlook through. The market is focused on risks related to China's economic slowdown, but the bank has set aside provisions for real estate losses and has room to aggressively cut costs. The asset management division is also benefiting from increased wealth in Asia. Thomas Noetzel. IMAX is an entertainment company providing high-performance, large-format screens and film production technology. The market capitalization is USD 13 million, and the chief executive officer is Rich Gelfond. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach USD 416 million, increasing by 10%. IMAX, an entertainment technology company, famous for its giant screens, could reverse the uncertain outlook for traditional box office demand caused by weak consumer spending. IMAX expects annual profit growth of about 16% through 2026 and is expanding its market share, both mature and emerging markets. Movie theater operators such as AMC Entertainment Holdings and Wanda Film Holdings are installing IMAX systems, and directors like James Cameron are using IMAX technology to produce films. Kevin Neer. Insulet is a healthcare company developing automated insulin delivery systems. The market capitalization is 1.9 billion, and the CEO is Jim Hollingshead. Revenue in 2025 is expected to increase by 18% to 2040 million. Insulet, a medical device manufacturer, is expected to see about 20% revenue growth in 2025 following the approval of Omnipod 5, the first wearable automated insulin delivery system in the U.S. Omnipod 5 will expand its market share in treating type 1 diabetes patients, and additional approvals for type 2 patients will further strengthen the company's revenue. Matt Henriksen. ITV is a major UK broadcaster that offers a wide range of TV content. The market capitalization is 330 millions, and the CEO is Carolyn McCall. Revenue in 2025 is expected to decrease by 2% to 440 millions. Weak demand for content and TV advertising poses a risk that the independent UK broadcasters' operating profit may fall short of market expectations. The expectation that ITV's studio division will rebound seems to overlook these challenges. Additionally, the temporary boost in ad sales from last summer's European Championship soccer Broadcast sets a high benchmark for growth comparisons in ChoWOrld. KLA is a technology company that provides equipment and software for quality control in semiconductor manufacturing processes. The market capitalization is $8 million, and the CEO is Rick Wallace. Revenue in 2025 is expected to increase by 11% to $1 billion, as semiconductor plants produce advanced chips like high-bandwidth memory required for high-performance AI servers. KLA's sales of tools for consistency and defect inspection and measurement are expected to surge. As a market leader in such equipment, KLA is essential for semiconductor manufacturers to ensure quality and maintain smooth production flow. Masahiro Wakas, Shuji. Kotak Mahindra Bank is a major commercial bank in India, offering a wide range of financial services. The market capitalization is $4.1 billion, and the CEO is Ashok Vaswani. Revenue in 2025 is expected to decrease by 11% to $750 million due to the central bank's ban on new credit card and online account openings. It appears challenging for the Indian bank to meet its profit targets. Kotak Mahindra relies more on digital banking than its peers because it has a relatively small branch network. This could threaten growth despite efforts to strengthen tech systems and regulatory compliance. After a digital disruption in early Sarah Jane Mahmood. Micron Technology is a global semiconductor company providing high-performance memory solutions. The market capitalization is $10.9 billion, and the CEO is Sanjay Mehrotra. Revenue in 2025 is expected to increase by 39% to $4.2 billion. As a semiconductor manufacturer, Micron is poised for a promising year as demand for high-bandwidth memory chips accelerates and sales of other AI-related products continue to rise and is expected to have a promising year. Additionally, due to competitors limiting memory production, chip prices are rising and profit margins are improving. Jake Silverman. Nintendo is a leading Japanese gaming company that develops innovative game consoles and software. The market capitalization is $7.7 billion, and the CEO is Shuntaro Furukawa. Revenue in 2025 is expected to increase by 27% to $4.1 billion. The successor to the Switch console is not expected to launch by March the fiscal year-end, and the delay could negatively impact performance. High operating costs and declining hardware and software sales from an aging console before the new device's launch are posing risks to profitability. Nathan Naidu. Nordia is a leading bank group in the Nordic region offering a wide range of financial services. The market capitalization is $3.9 billion, and the CEO is Frank Vang Jensen. Revenue in 2025 is expected to decrease by 2% to $1.2 billion. The Scandinavian banks grew 2050 million share buyback announced last quarter is only the beginning, and combined share buybacks and dividends could exceed $1 billion in the coming years. Nordia's profitable Nordic commercial and consumer business, coupled with strong asset quality and buffers against bad loans, supports surprisingly strong returns for shareholders. Mariana Fartsaba. Norfolk Southern is a major U.S. railroad company providing efficient logistics services. The market capitalization is $6.2 billion, and the CEO is Mark George. Revenue in 2025 is expected to increase by 4% to $1.3 billion. After 2 difficult years, the railroad can expect a better outlook in 2025. Renewed focus on safe, efficient network operations and a recovering truck market supporting intermodal business will positively impact Norfolk Southern's volumes and profit margins. Lee Klasko. This is the second installment of our overview of companies to watch in 2025, as surveyed by Bloomberg. Okta is a cloud-based software company providing identity management and security solutions. The market capitalization is $1.4 billion, and the CEO is Todd McKinnon. Revenue in 2025 is expected to increase by 9% to $280 million. Due to the ongoing threat of hacking, Okta, a security software provider, could see a surge in revenue in 2025. Despite some severe breaches in 2023, Okta's customer retention is stabilizing, and it is adding new customers. It remains a leader in the identity security field, and as many passwords are still in use, the growth potential is significant. Mandeep Singh. OMEV is an Austrian integrated energy company producing oil and chemical products. The market capitalization is $1.3 billion, and the CEO is Alfred Stern. Revenue in 2025 is expected to decrease by 6% to $3.5 billion. With the improvement of Libya's political situation, oil production, which accounts for about 10% of the Austrian company's capacity, will increase. The chemical business's profitability is also recovering from losses in 2023. These factors will help OMV exceed profit expectations in 2025 and maintain a strong balance sheet and high dividends. Salih Yilmaz. Palantir is a technology company providing data analytics software solutions across various industries. The market capitalization is $15 billion, and the CEO is Alex Karp. 2025 revenue is expected to increase by 25% to $35 million. The software company, Palantir, is expanding its customer base through sessions on how AI can benefit businesses, but the market's revenue expectations seem overly optimistic. Palantir's customer base remains relatively small, and it lags behind competitors such as OpenAI, Anthropic, Meta Platforms, and Google in deploying its own large language models. Mandeep Singh. PayPal is a global fintech company providing online payment systems and a variety of payment solutions. Its market capitalization is $8.7 billion, and the CEO is Alex Chris. 2025 revenue is expected to increase by 6% to $3 billion. New partnerships with Adyen and Amazon Prime, along with efforts to monetize small business services from Venmo and PayPal, will support stronger than expected revenue growth and operating margins. Share repurchases of about $6 billion will further boost earnings per share. Diksha Jara. Persimmon is a major UK home builder undertaking a variety of housing projects. Its market capitalization is $10 million, and the CEO is Dean Finch, is expected to increase by 10% to $400 million. The UK builder Persimmon is set to complete at least 12,000 homes in 2025, exceeding the market forecast of 1,500 units. Increased demand, low mortgage rates, abundant new development projects, and government planning relaxations are expected to result in higher construction volumes and pre-tax profits surpassing forecasts. Iwona Honenko. Porsche is a German luxury car manufacturer that develops and produces innovative sports cars. Its market capitalization is $5.7 billion, and the CEO is Oliver Bloom, is expected to increase by 5% to $4.3 billion. The German automaker Porsche is raising prices, and the average price of the 911 has risen by almost one-third since 2019. This will help lift operating margins to about 18% in 2025-26, narrowing the gap with industry leader Ferrari SPA's 28% margin. Over 2024-25, it plans to launch 5 new models, including a hybrid 911 and major upgrades to the Panamera and Cayenne, further increasing volumes and prices. Michael Dean. Rémy Cointreau is a French luxury spirits maker with a variety of cognac and whiskey brands. Its market capitalization is $310 billion, and the CEO is Eric Vallet. 2025 revenue is expected to increase by $210 million. The French spirits maker is struggling as high interest rates make it too costly for wholesalers to hold expensive spirits inventory such as cognac. A 39% cognac sales tariff on China announced in October also adds to the pain. However, as interest rates decline and consumer confidence stabilizes, a rebound in U.S. sales is expected in 2025. Duncan Fox. Rotterdam is a major German power utility focusing on expanding renewable energy. Its market capitalization is $2.5 billion, and the CEO is Markus Kreber. 2025 revenue is expected to decrease by 3% to $2.6 billion. The German utility is likely to surpass profit expectations as power prices stabilize and solar and wind capacity expands. RWE prepared for rapid U.S. expansion by acquiring Con Edison Clean Energy in 2023 and is set to jump to second place in renewable capacity by 2020. The increase in demand for green power tied to AI also suggests rapid growth. Patricio Alvarez. Shanghai Airport is a major Chinese airport operator providing domestic and international air services. Its market capitalization is $1.2 billion, and the CEO is Zhang Yongdong. 2025 revenue is expected to increase by 12% to $19 million. Despite Beijing's economic stimulus efforts, Shanghai Airport's earnings are likely to disappoint. Passenger numbers are expected to recover and grow beyond pre-COVID levels, but rental income from retail stores, which is linked to retail sales, is declining. During the pandemic, Chinese consumers shifted from airport purchases to online and local store shopping. Denise Wong. Sibanye-Stillwater is a South Africa-based global mining company primarily extracting gold and platinum group metals. Its market capitalization is $29 and the CEO is Neil Frohman. 2025 revenue is expected to increase by 4% to $630 million as EV demand in the US and Europe declines. The share of internal combustion and hybrid vehicles is rising, increasing the demand for platinum needed in their production. This raises expectations for improved 2025 performance at Sibanye-Stillwater, which has seen declines for 3 consecutive years. Additionally, further sanctions on major Russian platinum suppliers could drive palladium prices higher, and the recent record prices for gold, which accounts for a quarter of the company's earnings, provide an additional buffer. Emmanuel Mungeri. Signify is a global lighting company offering innovative lighting solutions. Its market capitalization is $29 and the CEO is Eric Rondalet. 2025 revenue is expected to increase by 20% to $60 million. Homebuyers typically prefer to replace lighting fixtures to personalize their homes. This is why Signify, the world's largest lighting company, expects stronger demand for its products. Falling interest rates in the US and Europe make mortgages cheaper and encourage real estate transactions, and Signify's aggressive annual cost savings of over $200 million will improve profit margins. Behuin Thacker. Schlumberger is a global oil and gas service provider, offering a range of services from exploration to production. Its market capitalization is $6.2 billion, and the CEO is Olivier Lapoche. 2025 revenue is expected to increase by 5% to $3.8 billion. After a sluggish period for oil and gas prices, energy investors note a decrease in drilling rig usage for exploration. But the outlook for the global oil field service leader seems overly pessimistic. About 30% of Schlumberger's business focuses on increasing output at existing sites, and after completing the acquisition of production chemical firm ChampionX In early 2025, this business will approach about 40% of revenue. Scott Levine. Subsea 7 is an offshore construction and service provider for marine energy projects. Its market capitalization is $400 million, and the CEO is John Evans. 2025 revenue is expected to increase by 6% to $720 billion. The growth in offshore energy projects is expected to boost Subsea 7's revenue and profit margins. A combination of strong orders for existing oil and gas installations and increasing interest in offshore wind farms will likely benefit Subsea 7 through high-margin contracts across multiple regions. Will Hares. Sun Hung Kai is a leading Hong Kong property developer building luxury residential and commercial real estate. Its market capitalization is $2.9 billion, and the CEO is Raymond Kwok Ping Luan. 2025 revenue is expected to increase by 2% to $1.1 billion. The Hong Kong developer is expected to see a rebound in revenue and earnings after experiencing a sluggish housing market for the past 2 years. Falling interest rates will accelerate completed home sales, and contracts for undeveloped property may exceed targets by more than 20%. China's economic stimulus package has increased mainland buyer interest in new projects on Hong Kong Island and Kowloon. Patrick Wong. Tapestry is a global fashion house that owns various luxury apparel brands. Its market capitalization is $1.4 billion, and the CEO is Joanne Crevoiserat. 2025 revenue is expected to increase by 3% to $690. Tapestry, a leather goods manufacturer, is strengthening Coach's product lineup, which has helped endure a slowdown in mid-tier luxury purchases. North America accounts for about 2/3 of these sales, and a recovery in U.S. consumer sentiment could also boost the Kate Spade brand. By terminating its merger with Capri Holdings Ltd., Tapestry has gained the financial capacity to pursue other deals and increase share buybacks. Deborah L. Teague. Tedoc is a healthcare company providing telemedicine services, offering a wide range of medical consultations and treatments. Its market capitalization is $19 million, and the chief executive officer is Chuck DeVita. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach $25, a 1% decrease. The virtual healthcare provider Tedoc caused considerable disappointment in mid-2024 due to high marketing costs in its BetterHelp mental health segment. With new CEO Chuck DeVita taking the helm, Tedoc is pushing for international expansion and deeper integration with insurance plans. But these efforts are progressing slowly, making market expectations for the first half of 2025 appear overly optimistic. Jonathan Palmer. Tesla is a global leader providing innovative electric vehicles and energy solutions. Its market capitalization is $11.146 billion, and the CEO is Elon Musk. Revenue in 2025 is expected to rise 17% to $11.7 billion. The electric vehicle manufacturer Tesla plans to launch several new models in 2025. This will reach new buyer segments, increase profits, and showcase advancements in AI and autonomous driving technologies. A low-priced vehicle is set to be introduced early in the year, and major improvements to the best-selling model are also planned. Steve Mann. Thai Beverage is a Thailand-based beverage and alcohol producer with a wide portfolio of brands. Its market capitalization is $1.1 billion, and the CEO is Tapana Sirivadhanabhakti. Revenue in 2025 is expected to be $70 million, a 10% decrease. Thai Beverage, which produces Chang beer and various whiskey and rum brands, is expanding its non-alcoholic beverage offerings and restructuring by divesting stakes in a real estate company. These measures will enhance visibility into its core business in 2025 due to higher-than-expected revenue growth and a planned IPO of its alcohol business. Lisa Lee. Tokyo Electric Power is a major Japanese electric utility focusing on nuclear and renewable energy. Its market capitalization is $7.4 billion, and the CEO is Yoshimitsu Kobayashi. Revenue in 2025 is expected to remain flat at $4.6 billion. As the Japanese government encourages nuclear energy, Tokyo Electric Power's profit margins are expected to widen. Nuclear energy is the cheapest source of power in Japan, and nearly half of Tokyo Electric Power's capacity was offline. The restart of nuclear plants will raise profit expectations. Kelvin Neng. UPS is a global logistics and package delivery service provider, offering a variety of shipping solutions. Its market capitalization is $11.4 billion, and the CEO is Carol Tomei. Revenue in 2025 is expected to increase by 4% to $9.5 billion. UPS, a transportation company, is expected to see mid to high-grade profit growth in 2025 and beyond, thanks to productivity gains and restructuring programs. UPS sold its freight brokerage segment in September, and target price increases are boosting margins as freight demand improves. The expanded air cargo contract with the U.S. Postal Service, initiated in 2024, will also contribute to UPS' core parcel business. Lee Clasco. Vale is a Brazil-based global mining company that produces iron ore and other minerals. Its market capitalization is $4.4 billion, and the CEO is Gustavo Pimenta. Revenue in 2025 is expected to increase by 2% to $3.8 billion. As the world's second-largest iron ore producer, Vale can look forward to a bright 2025, thanks to China's recent economic stimulus plans, a global recovery in steel mills, and rising demand for high-quality iron ore products will boost Vale's revenue, with 2 new iron ore projects expected to come online by mid-2020. Grant Spohr. Weited Group is a Switzerland-based machinery manufacturer producing high-performance valves essential for semiconductor manufacturing. Its market capitalization is $1.2 billion, and the CEO is Urs Ganter. Revenue in 2025 is expected to reach $14 million, a 27% increase. The high-performance valves of the Swiss equipment manufacturer VAT Group are used to create the vacuum essential for semiconductor manufacturing. With accelerated spending on advanced semiconductor facilities worldwide and China investing in older chips to counter U.S. trade restrictions, the consensus profit forecast appears too low. Omid Vaziri. Vodacom is a major South African telecom operator providing mobile and data services. Its market capitalization is $1.2 billion, and the CEO is Shamal Jusub. Revenue in 2025 is expected to grow by 6% to $870 million. As political turmoil eases and a new coalition government settles in South Africa, economic sentiment is improving. This makes the current 2025 profit forecast for Vodacom, the country's largest telecom operator, appear conservative. As unemployment declines and power outages lessen, service demand will increase, leading to improved revenue growth and profit margins. John Davies. Waste Management is the largest U.S. provider of garbage collection and waste management services. Its market capitalization is $9 billion, and the CEO is James Fish, Jr. Revenue in 2025 is expected to increase by 11% to $2.4 billion. Waste Management. The largest U.S. trash collector acquired Stericycle for $7 billion in the medical waste disposal company's disappointing performance and restructuring efforts suggest challenging years ahead. There is little overlap with Waste Management's core waste and landfill business limiting cost, synergies, and the purchase price could push debt burdens beyond historical levels. Scott Levine. Wilmar is a Singapore-based global palm oil and agricultural commodities processing company. Its market capitalization is $1.5 billion, and the CEO is Kua Kun Hong. Revenue in 2025 is expected to grow by 4% to $7.1 billion. China's aging population is expected to reduce cooking oil consumption, presenting a long-term growth challenge for the Singapore-based palm oil producer Wilmar. People tend to reduce their oil use after the age of 40, which could affect Wilmar's 38% market share in branded cooking oil in China, the world's second most populous country, accounting for about half of its revenue. Elvin Tai. Workday is a technology company providing cloud-based human resources and financial management software for enterprises. Its market capitalization is $6.7 billion, and the CEO is Carl Eskenbach. Revenue in 2025 is expected to increase by 13% to $40 million. The software provider Workday is expected to see a notable increase in new contract signings in the second half of 2020. This is due to mid-sized enterprises becoming more active as a result of low interest rates. A rebound in orders for Workday's products will help drive revenue growth into the high teens, alleviating investor concerns raised over the past 2 years. Anurag Rana. That's all for today. Thank you.